Hi everyone, this is Sarah from Tennessee Tech, and I wanted to talk about file sharing and collaboration and how to navigate different files between OneDrive, Teams, and SharePoint within Microsoft 365's platform. When we're doing file sharing and collaboration projects, it can be a little bit confusing in terms of where do I go to see OneDrive, Teams, and SharePoint files. So what I want people to do is envision Microsoft 365 file storage as a house. Okay, so let's start with the bedroom. Your bedroom is your private space. It's where all of your working files in Microsoft 365 live. It's the new version of the old private home directory at work. So what you're going to do to get to OneDrive is you're going to, from your Teams application, click on Files and then click on OneDrive. And here's your OneDrive. These are all the files that you work on. And most people are syncing OneDrive with their File Explorer in Windows or Finder in Mac, as I'm showing right here. So this is a local copy of all the files that you have on OneDrive. Now, anything on SharePoint, Teams, or OneDrive can be synced as local copies on your computers, and we'll do videos on that as well. So here's OneDrive. Now, let's say you wanted to see OneDrive in a web browser just to check out where all those files live. You can click on Open in OneDrive, and here you see everything that I have on my Teams. Everything displayed here is also displayed in the web browser. So OneDrive is your bedroom. It's your private working space. You may from time to time share files from OneDrive, but generally when you're collaborating with a larger group of people, you're going to take it to Teams. So think about Teams as your living room. So in Microsoft Teams, click on the Teams icon on the left, and here you see the different teams that you belong to. I'm going to use the marketing team as an example here. So on the marketing team, you can be chatting with the different people on your team, and you're sharing different files. You're having conversations about these things. And so where do you find those files once they've been shared? Click on Files at the top of the screen right here, and you can see here's everything that's been shared in the general conversation. Now, you might have additional channels within your conversations, and you can organize those however you want. So if you click on Files again, you'll see all the files that you've shared within conversations. Now, here's a trick that I think people get stuck on. If you want to see everything that's within SharePoint, you just click on Documents, and you'll see everything that's in what they call the site library. So this is everything that's been put on SharePoint, potentially separately than what you're doing in your channel. So in your Teams channel. So if you want to get to SharePoint and see all the files in a web browser, you can easily do that by clicking on the three dots here and clicking on Open in SharePoint. And here you'll see everything that I've got in SharePoint online is represented within Teams. So again, Teams is the perfect place to start. Now think about SharePoint as the foundation of the house. Everything lives within SharePoint. So you have SharePoint as the back end for Teams and OneDrive file storage, and SharePoint itself is also a place where you can create sites. So if you click on the globe, it'll open all the different sites that you have access to. So in summary, think about file storage and collaboration on Microsoft 365 as a house. OneDrive is your bedroom. Teams is a living room where you get together with a lot of people to collaborate and have fun. And SharePoint is where you can host a whole website if you want. So we'll be doing more videos on this, and hopefully this was helpful, and we'll talk soon.